Hi, everyone. I wanted to take this opportunity to review the directions for the Special Education Leadership Development Plan Key Assessment, or your SELD P. The assigned topic, as I've mentioned before, is best practices for teaching and building literacy skills for students with disabilities. However, you're going to look at this from an ethical standpoint, as well as a leadership standpoint. So going beyond the walls of your classroom, looking at it from a district level, legal implications, all of the above. So I've already gone over the use of AI in a separate video. This video is going to go through the directions and some guidance as you work through this project. So starting off, you will do some required reading with Georgia's House Bill 538. This is one of the more recent moves in literacy to push literacy at early levels, but there are a lot of implications as you read through that bill. So please make sure that you have read through that thoroughly and really think about some of the implications it could have for schools, for families, all of the above. Also, familiarize yourself with the rubric. I cannot stress enough how important it is to make sure that you're checking against the rubric to make sure that you are meeting all of those guidelines as you complete this project. It's going to be rather time consuming, and I want you to keep that in mind. You will also be doing a lot of research throughout this course and throughout this project in terms of the problem that you choose to tackle within literacy. So please keep in mind that as you're doing that, you're going to be researching more broad topics that may not include the word leadership in the title of the article or in the topic of the article. However, your job as the leader in this situation and in this research is to focus on the themes. You're going to focus on synthesizing the research. You're going to evaluate trends that you're seeing in the data, and you're going to form conclusions and make recommendations. So please know that you're looking at this from the leadership perspective, but the word leadership may not be in any of the topics of the articles that you are finding. There are several parts of the rubric where it's an easy for, such as meeting the page requirement, making sure that grammar is correct throughout, because you can check that with Grammarly as you go, following APA guidelines, things like that are easy ways for you to earn a 4 in that category of the rubric. But do keep in mind, if you score a 3 in every area of the rubric, which is proficient, you will be able to pass this assignment. So please keep that in mind. If you're dipping down into the 2s, you're going to need some 4s to average that out. So please, you work towards those 4s where they are easier to obtain and set that goal for proficient in all of those other areas. Just to help you through, exemplars are not provided because we want you to have the creativity to go in whatever direction you feel is appropriate. And by copying a model, it might inhibit that. However, there is an example of a SELD P outline for a different topic that you can reference. There's also a sample article available on how to be clear in your purpose statement. So there's highlighting in yellow. Really, it's going to be as basic as the purpose of this article. Be really clear in that. As we move down through this, there is a pre-assessment as part of this, which is worth 40 points. It's scored separately from the final key assessment. And this is to get you thinking in terms of implications of the House Bill that was passed in literacy, and what that means ethically in decision-making for leaders, what that means legally in different standpoints. So please keep that in mind. Read that article, reread it again. You're going to be sharing your thoughts around that topic as part of that pre-assessment.